Time and Temp brought to you by the Parking Spot. Easy to spot, easy to park. The Parking Spot at and Polanco off the glove of Tien, who tried to backhand it. And Granderson will go first to third. Polanco wants second, and he's in there. And Polanco off the glove of Tien, who tried to backhand it. And Granderson will go first to third. Polanco wants second, and he's in there. That's not going to make Mark Tien feeling any better.
It's not. Usually at third base, you usually want to try to block that ball, get your body in front of that ball on the corners.
Now at the infield back, Ordonez will drive in a run as Tien throws to one. Up the middle, and Cabrera on a two-strike pitch makes it 2-0 Detroit.
Cooking on all cylinders, but I think this is the second, third time around for teams playing each other. And
into right field, Jose Guillen is there. 2 down in the first inning.
When you spin off, your arm kind of drags behind, and that forces the ball up.
Hit hard to right, but Guillen is there, and that's had some success against Justin Verlander. Out from short is Santiago, and he's there to make the catch.
Ever since then, Rod says that Verlander has been their Zach Greinke.
Well, then he must be pretty good.
We like Zach better.
David hits a hammers the first pitch to left, but it's going to stay in the park, and Cleve Thomas helps Verlander. Everyone wants to know, how has the new construction affected the wind? We really can't give him an answer yet until we get into June, July, and August with that hot air and the wind blowing out of the south. On Fox. And slapping it to the left side where Tien guns down Santiago.
You know, when you look at this at bat, and the defense never changed when he came to the bat.
Shallow center, and that'll snap the 0 for 13 for Grander. Half at bats. Gill does not have a strikeout yet today. Butler with a great play at first, and that's in the first inning. Now Guillen, Jacobs, and Tien. Miguel Cabrera makes the play behind.
Has been translated into being more aggressive pitch to pitch.
Yes. What the heck was that bat made of? And that's hit hard into right field. That's going to chase Guillen all the way into the corner. Ordonez will be held at third. So for the second time
in the strike zone, whether it be just off the plate or on the plate, just hadn't been there to this point.
That's his first strikeout. Past Tien. Cabrera will be waved home, and it's 4-0 Detroit. Changeup is hammered into center field, and it's not getting any better for Gilmesh. As you can get on the left side. 4-pitch walk, third of the game. Aspo out at second, Bloomquist to first, double play. So Ponson.
The more the thought process that goes into it. In the back, you just swing the bat. You look for ball and try to do what the situation on the field dictates. But number two, you got to have another relationship with the guy running.
98, 99 miles an hour.
And there it is, 98, threw it right by him for his third strikeout.
Here. Opposing pitchers, they know you a little bit better now.
Swing and a miss, down he goes on the breaking ball, and a
second year skipper. Trey Hillman of the Kansas City Royals.
Grant, he didn't like it, but he's out of there. One gone. That's drilled to right field. Guillen is there. Oh, a little bit tricky, but he stayed with it. Little tapper hit slowly back toward the mound. Ponson pounces on it, and he throws him out. One
balls and try to use his speed a lot more.
The Royals' first hit and first base runner. To Cabrera. Santiago back to Cabrera. Nobody getting any hits in this game, but in Milwaukee, the Cardinals and the Brewers, as Butler hits a bullet into center field. So 1-on-2 between the two hits, grounding into a double play. And that's into left center. So that double play is huge.
A guy throwing that well, and you get men on base, and you have him in a position where one hit can turn things around, and he gets out of it. Then the momentum goes.
In 2 1/3 innings. Left side off of Bloomquist's glove. Another ground ball base hit. Bases
over and act like a true sinker. Right now he's throwing the two-seamer that's running into hitters and not really turning over.
Another ground ball base hit. This one with a broken bat. Larish is going to be waved home, so it's a 2-run base hit for Thomas and a 6-0 Tiger lead. Still nobody out, and first and third for Laird. Have to be awake for the bunt with this guy. Instead of pop up, shallow right. Callaspo is out. Coco in deep center field, and that'll get a runner home. So it's a 3-run 5th inning. Santiago with his 20th RBI. The Tigers now lead 7-0. And Logan has played very few games in the big league since. Anderson helping lead the Tigers to the World Series and this was before he was on the stretch that he's on now. Snaps an 0 for 13 with a 1-out single. Ordonez in right field.
So this country have done for this country, and guys coming up in just a little bit, left American. Hopefully we can get a little clip of this because he is just absolutely unbelievable. Let's go back
in the military. Coors Light Freeze Can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
And he really doesn't try to pull the ball. He stays inside the ball, so you can expect him to get hot at some point.
Tien's going to have to throw from foul ground, and Butler. Bloomquist to the outfield grass.
And then the thing about him too is he's got 2 other weapons, that great changeup and that great curveball.
DeJesus into left, cut off quickly by Thomas. That holds DeJesus in specials in the outfield experience. DeJesus running, Ordonez and Granderson chasing, and Ordonez runs it down on the track.
Told us that probably was a hit and run right there. Billy's seeing the ball as well as anybody on the team today.
Ordonez again in right field. 4-11. And 2 of 9 in save opportunity.
It's not a closing situation, but yet there are situations where you know your team's not scoring runs and you got to get out and you got to keep the other team from scoring.
Jesus got a late break on that fly ball. Cleat Thomas and to left. And Jesus shouldn't be batting fourth and hitting third, who shouldn't be hitting third. I mean, that one guy affected a lot of others.
And a lot of those guys who
Jesus back, and Gerald Laird hits his second home run of the year. It's 9-0 Tigers.
We talked about the win earlier. That's the ball that kind of cheats the win here. If he stays down in line drive fashion, it seems to travel pretty well. He gets a fastball out over the plate, and it didn't take long. A few different roles than they're accustomed to, and it's all about their mindset when they go into it. A morning for dads and sons last year.
Now Granderson towards the right field corner. Speaking of batting practice, the Tigers have had a huge day at the plate. A sharp ground ball off of Martian's glove, and now a sharp ground ball right to Bloomquist, who throws him out. Mike Jacobs, Mark Tien, and Alberto Callaspo. Verlander to the bag in front of her, visiting St. Louis, and would beat the buses back, only to find out that the plane was repaired. Omaha in 06, Northwest Arkansas and Omaha last year. And he
gets back on top of it and makes it sink down. He's a little bit more effective.
Good pitch leagues with Atlanta in 04. Pitch in 18 games, 23 games with the Braves in 05. 124. And Colon begins the inning with a walk, but then strikes out Cabrera, Larish, and a great comeback this year. First pitch from Minor is
ground balls. He's a head of hitters. Everything just seems to work well for him.
Shouting match between Paul Emmel and Trey Hillman from the dugout, but Trey gets ejected from the game. And now Mitch Meyer is going to give the Royals their first extra base hit of the day, and will end up at third with a 2-out triple.
Hit in the wrong time, and just not the things going wrong for you as a manager. It builds up in you too, and you're trying to say all the.
That spoils the shutout. De Jesus, second hit, drives in his 18th.
You're trying to say all the right things, but inside you're just fuming because you don't really know what's going to happen next with your ball club. So whenever you get a situation like that, all it takes is the right moment in a game.
He's the one that has everyone surrounding him after every game, asking all the questions, why this, why that. Gerald Laird and Ramon Santiago against Wright in the 9th. To the season was even thrown. And when the season was over, next to Brandon Inge. Shallow center, and will drop in between Meyer and Hernandez. And the Tigers have their 15th hit out of 3 to Cleveland on the last homestand, still have the best record within the division at 11-9. Granderson past Hewlett and into center field. Laird is going to be waved home, and it's 10-1 Detroit. So Granderson with his 3rd hit. He had come into the game 0 for his last 13. And then on Wednesday afternoon, Kyle Davies against the 20-year-old Rick Porcello. Back through the middle. Wright tried to grab it with his bare hand, and that's going to be another run. Tigers lead by 10. So Polanco, who had been hitless all day, tough play for Bloomquist, and the throw.
Took that opportunity, Ryan, to just let it all out, and it'll be a new day tomorrow. But at least he gets a lot of that pent-up frustration out of him.
Into left center, and this is going to roll deep. De Jesus keeps it from getting to the track. Two are going to score on Cabrera's double. So Cabrera has driven in 3 today. And he still has it 4-0 early in the game, and you're facing Justin Verlander. Ian in right field. These are two of our best arms, and we want to win this year. Then shallow left center. Anderson the catch. So 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Jacobs is 0 for 4. The bat out of his hands.
Well, Judge Brett worked a lot with him on shortening his swing and choking up a little bit, and just trying to beat the ball back down, back through the middle.
3-game sweep in Detroit. Rayburn to the bag, and the Tigers take game 1.